A little while ago, I tested out this fun chalk dispenser, and while I was reviewing it, I kind of had the idea to see if it could refill one of my chalk little clicker things, or maybe even a dress puffer. Hi, I'm Christina, and I love to digitally apparel pattern, creating unique pieces of wearable art. And then after they get patterned, they have to get printed out, projected out, and put together. There are so many different tools that we need to use to kind of help give our markings, to help pin stuff together. And that's what we're working with today. We are actually going to be testing out to see if we can use the chalk shavings from a chalk sharpener into one of my favorite little tools, this chalk little clicky thing, to mark out lines. So let's get started and dive on in. The first thing I'm going to do is actually empty out the chalk. So I'm going to kind of bang it to the top of here, and hopefully it's not going to be overflowed, because I did actually just recently fill this one. Ooh, definitely a little bit extra. So we're just going to put this all in this little baggie and tap out any of that extra white chalk that I have in here and dump the remaining of this white chocolate in here so I can re-put it in after I am done. Now that I have the white chalk out, I am going to fill up it with my chalk from my YWAC sharpener. I definitely really enjoy the sharpener. I'm excited to see if this will work. So I'm going to just use a piece of paper. I'm going to turn it into a cone shape so I can more easily fill up this little square thing. That looks like a big enough hole. We're going to go ahead and tape that shut at the close to the nozzle, and then tape it up that side so that it doesn't change sizes on me. There we go. Got a nice little hole here. Let's see if we can get it to focus in on here. There we go. So there we go. We have that opening. So now we're going to take the little square thing and we're going to put the chalk in. Well, first we got to actually open up the chalk, the YWAC chalk scrapings, and now let's try that again. So I'm going to hold this. We're going to dump some of this in, maybe not quite all of it to start, and get some in there. Okay, definitely have some in there, but it is not wanting to go through the opening of that hole. Maybe I should have made it a slight bit bigger. Yes, I would recommend, if you are going to do this, you would want to make the hole a little bit wider so that you don't have the same problems I'm running into right now. Okay, now let's actually give this a test. So I have a little bit of blue chalk here on the bottom, and we're just going to insert it in, flip it over, tap it down to make sure it's kind of nice and down, and then we're going to have to go get some fabric and test this out. And click, click, click. Let's go. Boom. Hey, it has blue coloring. I love it. Love it so much. It is a little light, but I think that's partially just because of the light blue color. And there we have it. We can definitely use the chalk shavings from the chalk sharpener in my little chalk clicky marking thing. I always call it a chalk clicker. I don't know why, but you can definitely use it on there. I bet you can use the same in the dress puffer. One thing to note though is when I was sharpening, I was only ever sharpening blue chalk. So I was getting a very true blue chalk dust. That sharpener can be used for many different things. Maybe you're sharpening, some reds or some yellows, or you might be mixing in the wax. So just always be aware what you're actually sharpening with that sharpener before you actually try to reuse it for something else. But if you know that it's only one color of chalk going in there, definitely pull it out, put it in a little baggie, and you have a refill for some of your other fun sewing tools. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe so that you can see other fun sewing tools and other fun ways of reusing some of our leftovers from other sewing tools. I look forward to seeing you in some of my other videos. Happy sewing!